Hey guys, how it is going? This is the second tutorial for Django REST Framework API series. In the first video, I had explained about how to install Django and Django REST Framework and how to create a new project in Django. In this video, I'll be explaining about how to create a new app and how to set up the migration inside our application. So let's get started. At first, I would like to explain a bit about what I had explained in the previous video. So I had created one project named CRUD, which consists the basic configuration file required to run the Django applications. So these are the files which are necessary to run the Django applications, and this one also contains the SQLite database. So at first I would like to explain what is the difference between a project and app in Django. So the Django project holds some configuration that apply to all this project as a whole, such as the project settings, the static files, the URLs, and the templates which we will be creating later. And each application can have its own database and has its own function to control how the data is displayed inside the HTML templates. Each application also has its own URL as well as its own HTML templates and static files such as JavaScript and CSS. And the Django app are structured so that there is a separation of logic. It supports the model view controller pattern, which is the architecture on which most of the web frameworks are built. And the basic principle is that in each application there are three separate files that handle the three main pieces of logic separately for model, view, and controller. But the Django is based on model, view, and template, which I will be explaining in the future videos. So in order to create a new app in Django, let's first activate our virtual environment. So I am inside the CRUD API folder. So we should give this command in order to activate our environment. So the environment has been activated, and let's go inside the CRUD folder. So after going inside this folder, you should give a simple command, that is python manage.py start app, and then you should give the name of the app which you want to create. So I'll be giving the name of app as API and enter that. So the app has been successfully installed, and the one folder is created inside the CRUD folder, which you can see here, and this consists of some basic file which is needed to be considered for running our application, and it consists a model file where we will be creating a model later, and it consists the test file where we are creating the test case to just test our application, and it also consists of views.py file where we will be creating view, whether it will be function based view or class based view, in order to just render the data and view in our template or creating the API. So these all files I will be explaining in the future videos. So after creating the app, we should include our app in the settings.py file. So whatever we are creating the app, we should include that app name inside the settings.py file, and we should go to install app, and inside the list we should give the name of our app, and which for the REST framework we should also provide the REST framework app inside the installed app. So after that we should save it. Then let's talk about the SQLite database which we'll be using here in order to create, delete, read, and update our data from the database. So SQLite is a relational database. Here the light in SQLite means it is a lightweight in terms of setup, database administration, and the resources. So by default the configuration uses the SQLite. If you are new to database or you are just interested in trying the Django, this is the easiest choice. So I am also using Django in this tutorial video, and SQLite is included in Python, so you won't need to install anything to support your database. Then let's talk about migration. So migration is a way of applying changes that we have made into the model file, which we have inside this app. And so it is a way of applying changes that we have made to the model into the database. So Django creates a migration file inside the migration folder. Here is the migration folder for each model to create the table inside the database, and each table is mapped to the model of which migration is created. So I'll be creating a migration after some time, then it will be creating a table inside our database. So Django provides the various commands that are used to perform migration related tasks. After creating a model, we can use make migration, migrate, SQL migrate, show migration like command in order to use the migrations inside our Django applications. So here I'll be using only make migration and migrate command in order to use those migrations and then transfer the data inside the database. So after creating the API, you need to you need to make migrations so that all the necessary models which we have built will be mapped into the table. So in order to do that, we should use Django manage.py and make migrations command. So here we have not built any model till now, so there are not any migration to be made. So here no changes detected is shown in our command. And then after so Django has a built-in admin panel which have the user interface and which you can use to handle and to manage the data which you would be showing to the client part. So we'll be migrating that admin panel into the database by using the migrate command. So whenever you are creating some model and you want to make the model to be migrate to the database, first you should use the make migration command. Then after using that, you should use only migrate command. So and after using python manage.py migrate command, then you should press the enter. So here all the migration are being done, and then these tables are migrated into our database. So let's run the server once so that we can check whether all the things are going successfully or not. So the server is run. So here let's type the command and the Django server is running successfully. So thank you guys for this video. If you like this video and you want to learn more about Django, then subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon. And in the next video we'll be talking about how to create a super user in Django, and we will be exploring the Django admin part in the next video. So thank you.